Hi, I'm Claire, and my goal today is to share a little bit more about myself and show you how a relic from my childhood relates to my personal belief system. Now, if you saw this fuzzy dude on the side of the road, you may be a little sad, but you'd probably just assume it was garbage, right? That he has no material value. And really, is there anything to be learned from a childhood stuffy? How could something as inconsequential as a ratty old stuffed animal impact my personal belief system? There's actually a lot of ways that it can. There's a lot of things that we can learn and values that we can derive from a well-loved childhood plaything, like Fonzie. We can see the value of not judging something based on appearances. We can see that age is just a state of mind, and that joy and comfort can be found from sometimes the smallest, most innocuous things. I think it's too often that we as a society place normative values on the physical appearance of things. We believe that that conveys their importance or the impact that they can have on us. Looking at Fonzie, I'm reminded to check my own valuations of people, places, or things based on their physical aesthetics alone. That hole-in-the-wall restaurant that has divine pupusas and the best ever salsa, I never would have considered going there if I was deciding based solely on its outward appearance. It's important to my values to remember that judging the impact of something based on its looks can lead to missing out on some of the best things in life. So, just as Fonzie brings me joy and comfort regardless of his appearance, I strive to remember that I shouldn't feel ashamed to express that joy when I'm experiencing it. I believe, especially in the age of social media, that there is pressure to be cool, and often cool isn't really associated with earnest enjoyment. Everyone should be allowed to feel unironically joyful and enthusiastic about things, no matter how mundane or insignificant those things may seem to other people. Speaking of expressing unbridled enthusiasm, as I am quickly approaching my third decade on Earth, I continue to realize how we, as a society, create many narratives around aging. Fonzie is a great illustration of holding on to bits of your childhood, maintaining that connection to times that felt simpler and easier. I hate to follow that cliche that age is just a mindset, but honestly, I believe it's pretty true. I've been trying to give myself permission lately to embrace things that make me happy, whether they're traditionally viewed as, childish or not. In fact, just last weekend, I had one of my very best friends sleep over, and we watched The Fairly Odd Parents. We're almost 30. But it was great. We had a wonderful time connecting with that piece of the past. And I think it's so important to let myself have that joy without feeling silly or immature. I can be a successful adult and still enjoy things from my childhood, and I think that is critically important for everyone to hold on to. So it turns out that an old stuffed animal, like Fonzie here, can be a great example of my own belief system. He's a reminder that the true value of something reaches far past its outer appearance, and he represents that whatever brings you joy or comfort should be enough, period. Fonzie also reminds me that I am allowed to feel enthusiastic and happy without needing to inhibit myself or be worried about the perception of others. And finally, I'm reminded of my belief about aging, that everyone should be able to make their own happiness how they see fit and get it from where they want to. So, my personal beliefs include striving to hold on to my exuberance and excitement and enjoy things just because I do, not because they're what I've been conditioned to enjoy. And I hope that each of you can hold on to values that are important to you, too.